Good morning, everyone! Hello! It's time for more Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully everybody is doing well today. Today we're going to be tackling the last of the Crafter quests. We've got Alchemist, and we've got Weaver. Happy Silksong Day, I guess. With me today, I have got Otaku. Hello, Otaku. How are you?
I'm doing alright. How's
That's
you
good.
holding up?
Oh, you know, I got home from work today and I was very sleepy. So I took a nap. I did the thing that that Cryogonal does in that image that I sent you, where he says I took a nap. And I took a nap. And I feel better.
That's good.
Yeah. Shockingly, I have learned that recently, at least, taking naps has actually helped with me feeling tired, and usually does not result in me not getting enough sleep the following day, because I am not tired enough to actually fall asleep when it matters. Usually.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Let's go ahead and switch on over. Alright. Where's my game? There it is. Okay. It's Alchemist time. Let's get alchemizing. Without a trace, there is a devilish glint in Guildmaster Severain's eye. My favorite assistant, I have just the task for you. One of your alchemical prowess may scoff upon hearing it, but reserve your judgment. Only you, who has touched the pinnacle of our art, can accomplish it. I must ask you to deliver a report to a friend. Dietrich can help you with the minutiae. The who, the what, and so on. Now go! The minutiae. Yeah, thank you. I don't know why I got stuck on that one. I guess I just don't see that word, like, typed out much. Dietrich, take it up with Dietrich. Okay. Be that way.
Yeah, the minutiae.
The minutiae.
And I believe... And I get the feeling that I have easier time with a lot of these words and accents, just because I dabble with the voices and stuff. Not dabbling in voice acting, I mean, when you're a little kid pretending that you have a British accent to be a pirate or whatever. Because, whenever you or Rav or Bees are speaking, a Laminson character, you're using it with your regular American accent.
But I'm just, saying
in order to make it work.
Whatever.
Yeah, in order to make it work, you can't rightly, get at him with that. You have to throw the accent into it in order to make it work.
I tried a little bit with some of the characters with Ayoyo in The Rising, but...
Want me to do this?
Yes, please.
So he foisted it upon you, I see. Here's the certificate of appraisement for Wildwake.
Oh, okay.
The cat boy has been spotted. Did the guildmaster not know? Why do I ask? Well, Wildwake is a member of the Adventurers Guild and responsible for keeping the peace in Revenant's Toll. He recently asked Master Severain to analyze evidence left behind at some crime scene. I just handed you the results.
Alright.
I think the Guildmaster gave you the task because he could not be bothered. Yes, you don't need to stare at me like that, Esmene. Excuse me. Because he trusts your skill as an alchemist.
Yes, of course.
Of course, of course. You shouldn't have any trouble finding Wildwake. He's a rather large fellow, never goes anywhere without his assistant.
Easily one of the shortest opening quests for one of these crafter things ever.
Esmene glaring at Dietrich, just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it like that.
Okay, I need to... Oh boy.
Dibs on Shenane.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. Here, what does... say his
Hello,
name?
hello. Hello, hello. In search of Wiltwyck? Well, you found him. He's right here.
I can't talk now, miss. Waiting for a letter from the Alchemists Guild. Damn thing should have been here by now. Certificate of Appraisement, an official-looking document complete with a wax seal and the signature of the Alchemists Guild's Master Severine in what appears to be blood, or perhaps simply red ink. You're Severine's assistant. How do you do, my friend? I'm Wiltwyck, and this is my companion, Shanine. Or Shanane, I think.
Shanane.
Now, what is your guild master? Aha! Just as I suspected.
Shanane.
It's a queer business, this string of disappearances. There's some crew on the loose, I tell you.
But that's all we can say. They've stolen from sealed coffers and snatched men from locked rooms. But how? Why? We don't even have a clue what they do with their victims.
Though perhaps Severine has given us one. He identified our evidence as an alchemical catalyst. Whoever our villains, they're using your arts, friend. So it's a bloody good thing you're here to help.
Huh? You're just the messenger, aren't you? Will he be coming later, then? The consultant we asked for.
No, there's a note from Severine. The woman I've sent is the guild's finest. She has earned my trust and admiration as an assistant, and I have no doubt she will be the utmost help to you. Oh, okay.
You got voluntold.
Awesome.
Goodness me. A compliment from Master Severine is a compliment indeed.
Yes, we are happy to have you as our consulting alchemist. This case has just begun, and we will have need of your intellect soon. The game, Ruja, is very much afoot. You stole that phrase. You didn't make that up. You didn't come up with that one, buddy. Come on, let's be real.
I mean, chances are neither did the guy who originally said it.
It's true.
Just because you're credited for something doesn't mean you actually did the deed.
It's true. Magic marks the spot. Wiltwyck's eyes say something new is afoot. Ruja, good. I have a job for you. St. Coinac's find was robbed not a few bells past. The thieves took several elegant artifacts, many recently excavated. A guard said one dropped this map of Mordona during his escape, but it's covered in odd symbols. A coded message, perhaps, or a cipher. We must learn its secrets. The owner of the Drowning Wench in Limsa can help. You've met Baderon, yes? He's the realm's foremost expert on ciphers, which is ironic if you know him, but I do believe he'll be able to read the symbols, and he'll need an alchemist to untangle their meaning. Godspeed, my friend. Time may be a factor, Ruja. I wouldn't dally long before taking the enciphered map to Baderon. Okay.
Oh, so you have the enciphered map.
I guess so.
For some reason, I thought you would have had to have picked it up. Oh well.
Moves in mysterious ways, he does.
Hi. Is that Minecraft Steve?
Yes, it is. With an axe.
Smash Mouth. His name was Smash Mouth.
Smash... blocks.
Well, also his FC tag was Duloc, so probably a Shrek player.
Ah, of course. I guess, do you want to take Baderon?
I was gonna.
Cool.
Greetings to you, lass. You've got a dark look to you, but a pint to the wench's finest will cure that. Is there something else you want? Yes, a weak ale, if you please.
I would like the most watered-down drink you have. Enciphered Mordonian map, or Mordonan map. Strange glyphs and seemingly random markings clutter what appears to be a map of Silvertear Falls and the outlying areas.
I don't know what song is playing, but
I was kind of trying to
want
figure
them
it out too.
Stop so that we don't get demonetized.
It's fine. Go ahead.
Is this? There's crooks using a cipher, and you think alchemy's involved? Well, alchemists have always kept their secret secret with codes and such, and I'm certain this ain't one. Just a bleeding load of gibberish. Now, I've go for the double bluff myself. Pen the real message in invisible ink or summit and write a fake cipher on top. That way you fool 'em what won't know the code, and throw 'em what do off your trick. Just me humble opinion, course. And I can't tell you what it does say, but mind you pass every word of it on to whoever sent you, eh? I've been thinking on your ciphered map, Loss. Whoever came up with the idea of using invisible ink's right clever. Watch yourself, eh?
Shut the fuck up! Excuse me. More downer. Wait, hang on. Do we have actions? Yes. Excellent. I don't know why I picked the heat of battle specifically, considering that I won't be actually doing any battling.
Force habit.
Yeah. Maybe I will need to beat somebody to death with my alembic. You never know.
Yeah. Although, speaking of beating someone to death, so...
Always a great start to a story.
Yeah, so... One of the channels I watch from time to time does housing tour bingo. Uh-huh. So, I make a habit of watching along. And for at least 2 streams now, there's been a fake R Optimus Prime.
Interesting.
Like, I get Kill Bill sirens when I see them because, like, okay, yeah, they got the color and the setup relatively okay, but they're not a Optimus Prime. Therefore, they are lesser.
Very few people are. You know?
Exactly. Have you learned the map's secrets yet, Ruja?
Not exactly. I debate around having any insight into the cipher. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. Or the same text. A fake to distract us from the real message in invisible ink, eh? Genius! Well, rest assured, we haven't been idle either. Janene?
I had a piece of the map analyzed. The paper itself is unremarkable, but I'm told the symbols were written in enchanted ink. Ruja, what is that?
Imagine ink, but it's enchanted. Ink for penning grimoires or a superior ethereal conductor. Both of which are technically true, but we'll specifically say...
Its primary use is penning grimoires.
Yes.
And its secondary use is penning orchestrines.
Yes.
Ah, you mean for tracing geometries. And would I be correct in thinking that the more conductive to ether said ink is, the greater the magic it can channel? In theory, these symbols are an arcane geometry, so if I channel magic into the map, then something ought to happen. I stare at my palm. Nothing. I felt the magic flowing, but it just stopped. Like it hit a wall. Around the crime scene, if I had to pinpoint it.
I've got it! That stoppage is the criminal's target. The map gives directions where to go when magic is channeled into it.
Brilliant. And if they rely on these maps for directions, we could bring them directly to us with a fake map, right?
Perhaps we could. I found a fragment of a similar map near the road a while ago. If that is where the criminals drop off their orders...
Then we know where to leave the forgeries. If our fakes passed muster, we could send them anywhere, even to a jail if we wanted.
Shanae, you're good with a pen, so I'll entrust the maps to you. Ruja, could you concoct enchanted mithrite ink? With 3 bottles of your finest, we'll see if we can't catch the bastards. Sure. There we go. I've got it.
Fuck you, Heavensward, for making mithrite so necessary and yet such a bitch to gather.
It's the worst. I know I asked for enchanted mithrite ink, but I've since been informed it's a tricky recipe. Are you up to the task? Yes. Ink fortified with mithrite sand to improve ethereal conductivity. I see why Severain thinks so highly of you. We'll be able to lure our criminals out into the open with this ink and a little luck. Now, Shanae and I have chosen St. Koinek's find. It'll be damned difficult to miss our suspect there. Come with us, Ruja. It's safer to have an alchemist on hand than not. We might need you to beat somebody to death with your alembic. This is a good find, but I wonder if we'll actually draw our criminals to St. FFXIV.
A good ruse.
Yes. I really do think, just based on, like, talking to some of these NPCs, it really does feel like, depending upon who's writing for the quests, it changes whether or not they actually give NPCs, like, post-quest,
Log.
Yeah. Because it certainly does not happen, like, I want to say it was maybe Goldsmith where it happened, like, not at all, basically. Like, just recently. But with
Quite
this
possibly.
one, there's a different one every single time, so. Let's see. What's your deal, buddy? Nothing.
Well, this is the rat caught in our trap, but he's a bit off.
You can't say that just because he's Near Eastern.
Well, no, I'm thinking more because he ain't saying a damn word.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that too, probably. Behold, our culprit. Captured not 5 minutes past with the false map on his person.
But it's strange. He's not said a living word, not even in his own defense. Come on, lads, speak up. Can't you hear me? ...
Just our luck. He's in a stupor, struck dumb by something. Or silenced somehow.
Wiltwick, are you suggesting we've got it wrong? That this boy is in fact a victim, robbed of his mind by a spell or a potion or something?
That is my suspicion, yes, though it's purely conjecture without his identity. Just by looking at him, I'd say he's from the Near East.
It does say Near Eastern youth above his head, as in the birthplace of alchemy?
How did you know
That can't be a coincidence. Now, hello, who's that fellow?
Hey, man.
In similar colors.
Hey, you, excuse me! And he just
Blinking
slowly
off
walks
like
away.
a fucking creep.
I hope nobody... I mean, we could just, like, ask some of these people around us to detain him, maybe. But, whatever, I guess.
Oh, rude. Judging by his garb, he was Near Eastern as well. But why ignore us?
Yet another mystery, but at least we've got a lead. This lad is at the center of this, be he culprit or victim. The Adventurers Guild can keep him in protective custody. Whatever put him in this state is dangerous, and those who wield this power doubly so. I have little doubt we'll need your expertise again soon, Ruja.
Soon being 5 seconds from now.
Well, I mean, yes, but I gotta get over to him, so it's probably gonna be a little bit longer than that, I would say.
There.
Hello. From Hells. It's the name of Jack the Ripper's noble phantasm in Fate's Strange Fake. I don't remember what it does. Wildwake has an update about the case. Ah, Ruja, I've got 2 pieces of news for you. First, the Near Eastern youth has yet to recover. In his current state, interrogating him is out of the question. He could be one of the criminals, or he could be a number among the abducted. We've got no idea, though. None of our abducted people match his description. In any case, we believe the criminals forced some potion down his throat to erase his memories. The man is now a blank slate. Secondly, one of the artifacts stolen from St. FFXIV has resurfaced at Rowena's shop, of all places. Shanene has already gone to investigate. Would you join her? Thank you. Fencing good as a local shop has not been our suspect's modus operandi thus far. Seems awfully careless, to be quite frank. Why would the criminals sell their stolen loot to Rowena? Her shop is practically on top of the crime scene.
What's the realm coming to when an honest merchant sold stolen goods? You're caught up? Good. The item in question is Allegan, though I can't say I've gotten to examine the evidence properly yet.
1 sec, I need to step away for just a moment. Sorry.
I'm going to eat more of my red beans and rice. I have not had red beans and rice in a very long time.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No problem.
We took the young lady to the vet recently and learned she's got a bit of a bacterial ear infection, so we gotta give her ear drops every day. And turns out she doesn't like them very much, so we have to restrain her.
Yeah, that sounds about normal.
Did you read this line already?
Not yet.
Okay.
Of course I'll help you with your investigation. I've got a duty, too, seeing as it was me who was sold stolen goods. But the fact remains that it cost me dear, and I'm not in the practice of losing money. Ain't asking for gil, mind, but what do you say to a little quid pro quo?
Can I check what I can't check how many tombstones I have right now, but I can probably pay for it.
Oh, don't give me that. I just want intelligence to solve it. Even 3 bottles of your finest won't take long if what I heard of you is true. That's my price. Take it or leave it. Sorry, Ruja, but the Adventurers Guild can't afford to annoy Rowena. You'll have to deal with this request of hers, however unreasonable it may be.
She'll flatten her ear against my head.
Rowena.
Yeah, usually it's my job to hold her, so I get to cuddle with the cat. My roommate gets to try and grab her ear.
Have you finished brewing or concocting or whatever you do to make intelligence dissolvent?
I will say the funniest thing is the first day when she came back from the eardrops. I think, honestly, it probably would have been the day that she came back from the vet. She was, like, walking around, like, kind of almost like with her ears like flat against her head, like trying to like rub them on the ground because she could like feel it in there. She's like, It was very funny. Grade 1 Intelligence Dissolvent. When applied to items such as battle gear, this alchemical liquid will dissolve away minute amounts of aether aspected to elements detrimental to intelligence, and by doing so, better attune the item and its wearer to the remaining beneficial elements. What do you think the elements are that are detrimental to intelligence? I feel like fire is like it's hard to focus while you're inhaling smoke.
Fire, wind.
Lead? Yeah, lead's a good one, yeah. That's true.
You've got my thanks. Here, the stolen Allegan crozier. Bought it for nothing off some lad. I may have come out a fair bit richer for our dealings, so I'll describe them for you.
The 7 elements: fire, water, wind, ice, lightning, light, dark, lead. I think that's more than what, it doesn't matter. It's 9 elements. Anyway.
You dealt with him yourself? Tell me everything you remember. The Cellar. He's a burglar I've heard of. Infamous in his own way around here. But he's no master criminal. And he hasn't got the wit to practice alchemy.
He's no moist critical.
Could be a case of one thief stealing from another. See what... give me a moment. Can I help you, friend?
Oh, hey.
Might you be Rowena? My dear, I understand you've acquired a crozier of Allegan design. As a collector of such antiquities, I hoped to make you an offer.
Hey, where's that Amogus? Where's that Amogus soundbite?
I got it. Hang
if
on.
You have it.
Where is it? There it is. I don't know if you could hear it, but I did play it.
I caught the tail end, I think.
Okay, good.
Rowena, grinding her teeth internally about being referred to as dear. Ah, I'm afraid you're too late. It just walked out the door with a happy customer.
What a pity. I had the perfect place for it. Well, thank you anyway.
Him again. Ugh. I'm going after him, Ruja. Tell Witwake. What are you gonna do? I'm on the clock, so I can't tell her to get him in the shins for me.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you tell Witwake about what just happened? Not that I'm about to turn you away if you got business, of course.
I can't actually buy anything from you, because that's not what your function as an NPC here is. That's what they do.
You don't have the weird double caret saying blank merchant.
That's right. Oop. Whee. Oop. What? She's pursuing that suspicious character on her own.
Yep. Conveniently timed link pearl.
Oh, good. Hello. Shanae, are you lost him? Slow down. Why can't you see? No, leave him for the moment. Just come back. He threw some potion that clouded her vision. Not the actions of an innocent man, I think. Pocket sand. But there's nothing to be gained from searching for him. We know he wants the Crozier. Let us ascertain why and how it ended up at Rowena's shop. You have it now, yes? Keep it for the moment. I'm curious to know what value it has to an alchemist. Could you have Severine take a look at it? If Severine has never encountered something like the Crozier, I'll be amazed. He's damnably well versed in the arcane. It's true.
Severin is the level of unhinged scholar I can only one day hope to aspire to be.
So true. And also a level of trying to get out of working that I can only aspire to.
To be fair, the delegation of tasks can be considered hard work.
Yes, I suppose so. What the? Ruja, confound it all! I sent you to Wildwake so that I could avoid his blasted investigation. Complaining won't make you go any faster. What is it? What is it? Allegan Crozier. Though labeled a Crozier by the Sons of St. Koinik, who unearthed the relic, it is unlikely this crooked staff was used for religious purposes, as it is well documented that most late Third Astral Era Allegans abandoned the theological in order to pursue the technological. Oh my. This is valuable to a particular breed of alchemist, specifically the crystal at its core, the nexus of its magics. Legend has it that Alleg's technologists could create men from it, grow living, breathing, thinking people. For many, no law nor life is too sacred to profane for this power. One of your suspects is chasing this chimera, and is therefore like to be an alchemist prying Alleg's secrets from the past. Consequences be damned. Mind you, understanding life's mysteries is the goal of alchemy, but turning to crime and kidnapping people in the night, well, if I were me, I would pursue my studies less clumsily. As I said, 'twould seem that one of the people you pursue is an alchemist with dangerous designs, seeking an Allegan myth about growing people. Perhaps we could avoid these disturbances if you kept a record of what I say, I do like that he's like...
being like, quit pestering me about shit I've already said.
Yeah. Look, man, I have to check it for new dialogue. That's the rule.
For archival purposes.
Yes. I do like that he's like, listen, if I was doing that, I fucking wouldn't get caught. I'm no bitch.
It's heartening to see you, Ruja. We did find something in your absence, but not something nice. Very not nice.
Ruja, you look as though you found something. Here you go.
Looks like a thaumaturge's scepter more than a crozier.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm anxious to learn what Severin had to say, but there's something you need to hear first.
I caught the burglar. He found the crozier by accident in a cavern near the lake. He thought it was some grave robber's forgotten stash. In fact, he found our culprit's hideout. We rushed to capture them, but...
The scene would not have been amiss in the hells. Blood splashed from floor to roof, blades for severing and slicing, all jagged from use. Worse was the table, the restraints tested by victims struggling to escape. Fear none did, as our abducted victims are dead. No cutpurse or thief did this, but why? Why would anyone experiment on living men? Did Severain say anything to shed light on this, Ruja? Yeah, he said it was, for cloning, I think. Create life! 12 save me! That is indeed a power men would kill for.
Why would you need to kill for it? Just grow a uterus. Loser.
I mean... Yeah, you know what? That's true. This gives us a profile. One of our criminals is an alchemist, willing to do anything to further his research. Mordona offers all he needs. Allegan ruins, anonymity, and a steady stream of victims.
This means he's still lurking about. We must capture this mad alchemist, lest we go on to find yet more blood on a different cave wall. Ugh.
Yippee! Burden of proof. Oh, wait, we're getting into the Master Alchemist stuff now, huh?
Goody!
Wiltwake seems to be a wording word from Chenene. Ah, Ruja, good. I'm just waiting on Chenene. You see, once we learned our culprit's goals, combing through the facts... Oh, a call. If you'll excuse me. I have to take this. Chenene, you found who? No, keep them all there. I'll come to you. She found one of our missing people down the road from Camp Revenant's Toll. Are you coming? I guess so. Come on, Ruja, to the Fog Fens.
Oh man, we're gonna have to get pestered by toads.
I'm too high level for that. That being said, I will never forgive the toads.
Fucking toads.
As long as I live. Those bastards.
Bastards.
Exactly. Let's see. Got a missing mute.
An identically dressed corpse?
Interesting. They must be twins. I can only assume.
What's that Lalafella knave got to say?
Let's see. I guess you could take him.
See bloody reason, lass. I'm a victim here, not a criminal.
A carriage, a corpse, 2 casks, and 2 culprits. Not quite what I was expecting.
What a bloody mess. I'll start at the beginning. I came to investigate a report of a suspicious carriage and found this fellow.
Hi.
I'll be hanged if he's not one of our criminals, but he denies everything. Particularly that he knew 2 heroes were in his carriage. Both were stuffed into barrels, and one was dead.
Oh, I know where in the Near East our culprit is from. He's from Saudi Arabia.
Now, if it was Saudi Arabia, then he would be in a bunch of scattered limbs and chunks, not a whole corpse.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking more into the suit. I mean, I assume that maybe, you know, if all they had access to was a suitcase, he would be. But, you know, you could just fit, like, a whole person into a barrel. That's pretty easily.
Nah, they'd want to go for the one that makes the statement.
Yeah, I guess.
Most people would in that situation, regardless of nationality.
Yeah.
The corpse will likely yield more than the live one, who's silent as the grave. ...
He's been robbed of his ability to speak, same as the Near Eastern youth.
And that's not the strangest thing. Look, the living man and the dead are like as peas in a pod. They both match descriptions of one missing person. Are they twins? Cousins?
The facts are ours. What we want for now is a story to make sense of them. And unfortunately, Chenene and I are both at our wits' end. It doubtless goes without saying, but your help in tracking down clues would be appreciated. We have one lead, a personal log found on the dead man. He wrote about a younger sister working in tail feather. Ruja, could you speak with her? She should know of her brother's death, and I'd like to know if he did have a twin. That's the same line.
I cannot for the life of me see how we're going to make sense of this.
Yup. Alright, tail feather.
Fuck you, Nix.
Don't get me, you little frog. Hello, estranged sister. You talking to me? What's this about, then? Cracked leather log, a mundane account of daily occurrences in the life of a man now believed dead. Dead, is he? Huh. This is his log, but I don't know who done for him. All I can say is he got what was coming. I cut all ties with him years back. Oh, really? No, he didn't have no other siblings. I got no idea who it was you found him with, but the realm don't need more than one of the bastards. Keep the sodden journal, I'd only burn it. And all the way back to Mordova. Wonderful.
Had to get that Heavensward bit in somewhere.
I guess. Take it where you can get it, I guess.
At least it's not the Sea of Clouds. Again.
It's true. And at least it was in an area that literally, like, was right next to an aetheryte, you know?
Whew. Moving those barrels was hard work. We only just got back now.
Did they make you do it? She didn't want the journal. Well, all the more evidence for us, I suppose. May I have it back? Sure. Confound it. Who did we find with the dead man if not his twin? We'll just have to press the Lalafellan fellow all the harder. A witness saw him loading the body-laden barrels into the carriage. The culprit denies this on the basis that he doesn't have the strength.
Which is a proper alibi, in all fairness. I couldn't lift the barrels when they were empty. That said, if there was some alchemy involved, it's not impossible. Aren't there potions to imbue someone with ungodly strength?
Yes, Severine mentioned something like that to me once. Ruja, might you brew such a draconian potion of strength? We give it to Shanae, we can try to have her lift the barrels the men were in. That will determine whether our culprit's story holds water.
And you know what the other issue with lifting heavy things is? It's a
Height.
lot harder when you're short.
It's true. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I hear it's true. I was short once, but, you know, that it didn't... I grew out of it. I must say, using a draconian potion of strength to recreate what happened is exciting, isn't it?
Nerd.
I guess I'll just take the one out. Because I only need one.
Yep.
We'll start the
I
experiment.
tend to just sell the other two.
Either that or save it for another character, maybe. I don't know. We'll start... no, that's you. Sorry, my bad.
We'll start the experiment just as soon as you've made the draconian potion of strength.
I have. I've made 3 of them. This intoxicating concoction brewed from an ancient dragon recipe temporarily increases strength. Now, the question is whether a Lalafell can, under the influence of a draconian potion of strength, lift a barrel with a Hure inside. Wouldn't do to stuff the men back into the barrel, so we'll use water to approximate their weight, even though we've got a perfectly nice Hure right here who could climb into the barrel for us. Now,
Yeah, but he has to
Shanae,
keep an eye on the suspect.
I guess. Whenever you're ready. Bottoms up.
Thumbs up.
I hate that we both thought had the same thought. Get out of my head, get out of my head.
I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls. I did it. I lifted them. This is amazing stuff, Ruja. Can I have some more?
You, sir, are a damned liar. The eyewitnesses saw you moving the barrels, and we've shown that you were more than capable of doing it with the right potion.
It's true. I did it. Some old alchemist paid me to do his dirty work and dump the body. But that's all, I swear.
Buddy, you really just, like, folded immediately, huh?
Well, I mean, hey, why not? The man, he's insane, and he don't like loose ends. He'll sue me mouth shut to keep me quiet, then stab me with the needle. Well, spill I know. Just please protect me.
Okay. Only if you talk. From the beginning, why were there 2 identical men at the crime scene?
That's how he made them, see? With elegant magics. He's snatching folk from their homes because he needs them to practice. Clones, I think he called the copies. Aye, clones.
We have actually had experience with clones in the past. We met Une and Doga, who were clones. In the,
They have very bold eyes.
Yes, we met them in the Crystal Tower questline.
That's it, I swear. No, you'll keep your word. The bit about stabbing him with a needle, that was no jest. He's got no compunction with killing. Please, please, please.
Clones? What in the seven hells? Oh, yes, consider yourself protected. Shanae? Give him a cover.
I'm alone.
I can scarcely believe my ears, Ruja, but if even half of what the scoundrel told us is true, there is a catastrophe in the brewing. We must put a stop to this. I'll take this. Alright, final alchemist quest. And level 63. What death can join together? Wiltwake has a look of victory to him. We questioned our culprit further, Ruja. He told us everything once safely ensconced in his cell. We had believed our suspects were a crew of criminals. However, they are but merely hired help, cheap and disposable. All but one, a single aging alchemist. This is our true mastermind. Woud is his name. He is feared in Favnir, his homeland, for a complete lack of scruples and pursuing experiments no man should. I've also inquired into these clones. The Sons of St. Koinik know something of the technology. Shanae has gone to their camp to learn more. Would you join her there? I'm anxious to learn what Shanae discovers in St. Koinik's find. I wonder if there will be a mention of our Alliance Raid adventures.
Probably. Excuse me. Probably not.
Although it wouldn't
On
surprise me
account
if there was, but...
Yeah, at this point in time, I think Crystal Tower wasn't mandatory as of yet.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah. Rambrose has told me all about your escapades in the Crystal Tower, Lucia.
Oh,
Why
well...
didn't you say you'd met honest-to-God's clones?
Asked and answered, I guess.
Well, according to him, clones are empty vessels for the most part, soulless and unthinking. So what if Woud transferred his own spirit into a clone, again and again? Eternal life could be his. That's his motive. It explains everything. He stole the relics to dissect Alag's technology, and stole the people from their beds to test it. Disgusting. The mute cure we found was one such copy. His original must not have survived the process that created the clone, hence the body in the barrel. I'll bet the Near Eastern youth is a copy as well. Of whom, though? We can sort that out later. I believe Woud has a new hideout to the southeast of Revenant's Toll. Join me there, and we'll put a stop to this once and for all.
Okay. Here we go. Is this hideout potentially just, like, a space out in the open? Who can say? I guess we'll find out.
Maybe slightly shielded by debris, but...
Oh, yeah, there, what do you know? You just set up right here, huh? Alright.
Out in the open, shielded by debris.
Ha! We've trapped the bastard!
Let's fucking go!
I agree.
Ready?
In we go. What do you mean, in? Why would he not put the... If there's something in there, why would he not, like... Put
We
it...
got him! Ah! The case is closed.
I love that show.
But is it, my dear? Is it really?
I don't know, maybe. This is too convenient for my taste. He'd known we were chasing him since St. Koinek's find. He'll swing for his crimes, most like. Why come quietly? He must have a card he's not yet played. I'll interrogate him and find out what. Come, let us return to our usual spot. Hey, buddy, what'd you find out? Well, Woud is now insisting that he's not Woud. Would that I could just beat the truth out of him. I am a police officer, after all, but I've got the proof his guilt or he walks free. Question is how? We have the means to prove a master alchemist was behind this, but on that basis alone, I could implicate Jalzahn, Severine, or you. Don't do that, please.
Not funny.
I jest, of course. No, to convict him, we must prove that Woud is Woud, and an equal as an alchemist. Could you look into that with your guildmaster's aid? Woud had this copy of noble gold on him. Severine will want to examine it, I suspect. I just hope it proves to be the evidence we need. Wonder what Woud meant to do with his copy of noble gold. Perhaps Severine will know that as well.
What does anyone do with noble gold? They use it to cast things.
Yeah, like spells.
Or their soul into a new body.
Hello, sir, again. The mastermind is an alchemist called Woud. The name sounds familiar, and now you need a means to prove his guilt. Seems awfully mundane use of my skills. But it might be the perfect opportunity to test my latest creation. He had a copy of noble gold on him, yes? Very few have the skill to craft such a tome. Woud himself may have fashioned this one. Prove he did, and you demonstrate that he is a master alchemist. Now, each alchemist's ether has a unique color. When drawing geometries with enchanted ink, this hue is passed to the pages of a grimoire. There has never been a way to detect this shade, the shade of this ethereal signature. Until now, that is. I have a powder that renders this color visible to the naked eye. If my aether is purple, then sprinkling the dust over a grimoire I made will reveal the same shade of purple. I call it spectroleum, and I dare say this invention of mine will be sufficient to prove who crafted that copy of noble gold. Here's an odds. Take it to Wiltwake. Spectroleum. Yet another wonder sprung from my genius. I dare say Wiltwake will agree. Wow, he didn't even actually complain about having to do work that time. It's really impressive.
Well, yes, but technically he has foisted the work of testing his new invention on us. And we all but asked him for it.
Mm-hmm. A powder that reveals the color of ether? Severine is something else, no matter his quirks. May I have a look? Spectroleum. Alchemist Guildmaster Severine claims this mixture of finely ground minerals and chitin can, when applied to a substance, discern the color of the ether contained within. Marvelous, but we'll need more than dust. We must have a copy of noble gold crafted by another's hand to show the color of Woud's version is unique. No doubt you see where I'm going with this. For the sake of the trial, could you create a copy of the grimoire? I can probably do that, but before I do, I gotta go take a piss, so I'll be right back.
Go piss, girl. Remember, folks, carbs are your friends.
I have pissed. And I have gotten noble gold. Preparations for the trial are underway, Rusha. The Adventurers Guild has sent impartial judges to review the facts. The evidence has been organized, and the guards are standing ready to take Woud from his cell to the seventh heaven. All we need to begin is your copy of noble gold. Here you go. Have fun. Hi, Animus.
Enjoy your lurk, Animus.
Yes, indeed.
The court recognizes Master Whaleswag.
In conclusion, Woud kidnapped honest people and experimented on them. And why? To prolong his own life. Proof of this lies with these clones, soulless puppets he created. This man is guilty beyond all doubt.
Damning evidence, Master Wilquake, but only if the accused is Woud and an alchemist. He currently denies both.
The light on him is really blinding, by the way. Why is it like that? A little weird.
It's the amount of white on his shirt, fucking thing. Near Eastern man dressed as an alchemist. Near Eastern youth dressed as an alchemist. Sir, we can prove that he's lying. This grimoire was found on Woud, and the master of the Alchemist's Guild has stated that only the most skilled of alchemists could create such a tome.
Ah, I see. By showing that Woud crafted this grimoire, you also demonstrate that he is a master of alchemy, yes? Precisely. The creator's ethereal signature is mirrored in the ink used to draw arcane geometries. This hue is unique to each alchemist. They're like the fingerprints of an alchemist. Ballistic markings. We've obtained a powder from the Alchemist's Guild that will allow us to see this color. May we have your permission to use it?
By all means, proceed. This is Ruja, a leading and recognized alchemist. She has consulted throughout this case.
Oh, yes, we know.
Excuse me while I throw weird dust on you.
We know. She is the Warrior of Light. We're kind of familiar with her.
Look, it's for the sake... Listen, bureaucratic bullshit. You know how it goes. There. As you can see, the color of her ether is blue, which is totally not going to come up at a later point in time, ever.
That's right.
Now,
Ferrugia would actually probably be more like green, but anyway.
Now, allow me to demonstrate on the grimoire that Ferrugia made. The self-same blue, so you can identify a grimoire's maker.
That's right, we can. And we're going to prove it.
Next, I'll perform the same experiment on Woud. Eat dust, fucker.
Crimson! Now, what of the grimoire you found on him?
So I do have to wonder at what point...
Take that!
Crimson. That clenches it. You, sir, are Woud. What say you in your defense?
True.
Hey, what the fuck?
He's been silent as a grave all this time, as if the spirit's gone right out of him.
When did he make the switch, I wonder?
Time to beat him to death with my alembic.
That's the real Woud! After him!
What?
What soul is inside that clone? Obligatory death.
Hi. You really... I forgot that he...
top kick, motherfucker!
I forgot that he did that. Why? Why did he do that? Whatever. Well, Ruja, we're sitting pretty thanks to you. Owned.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Oh, right on his neck, too. Yikes.
The exact same Here Death poses.
Yep. Here, death
You have
pose
to wonder if...
brackets old.
And you have to wonder if, in some faint flicker of his memory, he's not seeing an Arxidora instead of Witwick.
Yeah.
Whew. That was too exciting for my blood. But at least the case is over.
It's true. The Near Eastern youth was Wild's clone. Who would have thought it? Even though they were wearing the exact same outfit.
Not exactly. Wild was wearing the level 60, while his clone was wearing the level 50.
Oh, yes, that's true.
How could we have missed that? He meant to gain eternal life by transferring his soul to a new vessel. The younger the body, the longer he could use it.
Very true. I have a suspicion that Wound allowed us to apprehend his copy, a guaranteed escape route if he were ever captured. Rest assured he will pay for his crimes. He meant to live on borrowed time, and we will make him suffer for all of it. But justice was served. We couldn't have done it without you. Ruja, I hope we meet again. Though I'd be pleased to give another grisly murder a miss. Ha 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 ha.
But the thrill of solving it was something, eh? Let's hope we meet next under happier circumstances. Until then, Ruja.
Bye, Nene. I like that questline. It's a good one.
And then just to tie up that slightly loose end, the clumsy burglar who thought he was stealing from a grave robber's stash.
Yep.
Yeah, Wild probably left that there on purpose so that it would make its way to Rowena so that he could acquire it easily.
Did I ever tell you how I met...
I'm just not sure when he made the switch.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you how I met Severine Ruja? Began years back in Ul'dah when I took a simple request from the Alchemist's Guild as a greenhorn. The guildmaster only needed a few ingredients. Do you know how these things get away from you? A bard could have easily written a song about what I did for the bloody things. To this day, I'm not sure why I didn't just give up. Pride, I suppose. In any case, I gave the ingredients to Severine, and I got a word of thanks. One. So when I asked him for help with this wild business, I'd expected a little more than a terse letter. But he sent you in his place, which leads me to wonder if he did feel indebted to me. Well, let's go back there and find out. Because we're not done yet. We've got one more...
Severine, yeah.
Yes. We've got one
Severine,
more
like, I don't know. I don't care.
Who? Who are we talking about?
Does it have anything to do with my current experiment? No? Then subtle.
Don't fucking care.
It's like Sherlock, how he puts anything that isn't relevant to his work out of his mind and promptly forgets.
I have heard the case in Revenant's Toll is closed. More importantly, it was my spectrolium that proved Wild's guilt. I cannot say I'm surprised. Even barely tested, the fruit of my genius was bound to save the day. Every problem presents an opportunity, my assistant. Those of us who seek to unveil the truth must understand why problems arise, as well as how to solve them. How do you fare? I've taken an interest in these so-called clones of who you spoke. Fascinating things, really. Mayhap I will begin research in earnest. I say this in jest, of course. I already know more of Allegan magics than most historians, having chased the notion of creating life as a hunter chases his prey. The alchemists of Eld undeniably learned the secrets of life eternal. But I ask you, what did this knowledge bring them? Allag still perished, as every civilization does in the fullness of time. The technologists failed to understand some secret of the mortal soul. Their copies of living men will never be enough to touch upon the truth of this world. Remember, my assistant, the world is our crucible, and an alchemist makes wonders of the mundane. We may dig up the past and marvel at the miracles of the ancients, but our path is ever forward. I really do like that he's like, yeah, I thought about alchemy, but I ultimately realized that, like, eternal life didn't fucking help Allag, so it must have sucked shit, probably. Let's see. I don't think this is anything else. Yeah. Okay, let's do Weaver. It's time for Skong, everybody. Where's Skong? There's Skong. I should have temporarily renamed this gear set to Skong. But I didn't. Oh well.
Or Hornet.
Would you like to read for Redolent Rose, or would you like me to?
I figured I would do Avril and her mom.
Okay, sure. The social network. Oh, good. Redolent Rose has a faraway look in his eyes.
Redolent Rose is a fucking romantic.
Yes, he is. And I love him. He's one of my favorite guildmasters. There's a lot of really good guildmasters. Some of them are less interesting than others.
Delight.
But he is by far one of the best and most just entertaining ones.
His friendship with Blindsteer?
Mm-hmm. Even if it's, you know, just a slight. Or like, mentioned offhandedly, basically. Because you don't really get to see them interacting, unfortunately.
Oh.
Greetings, Ruta. I trust you haven't let your needlework lapse since last we spoke. I'm busy as ever, of course. The orders come and go and come. Sometimes I miss when I could wander abroad to study fashion, but that time is long past. Burden of being a guild master, I suppose. But you, my friend, are free as a bird, aren't you? I wonder if I mightn't travel vicariously through you, Ruja. I'd love nothing more than to learn what the seamstresses have dreamed up during the Holy Sea's isolation. Yes, you could work there as a proper weaver, learning the tastes of lords and ladies alike. If you serve a noble house, all the better. Suppose that does raise the question of which noble house, of course. No connections in the Holy See, I'm afraid, and my knowledge of Ishgard is limited. Well, say for House Hallionart. Their sigil is a red rose upon a field of black. A rose is a rose is a rose, as they say, and if one of their guardsmen has any wit, then you may well land a commission. Failing that, I will leave you to your own devices. Good luck! Ah, to see the splendor of Hallionart Manor. I wonder, though, if their guards are as well-heeled as their lords. Probably
I mean, we're technically the ward of House Fortom, so...
Yeah.
Not like we are without an inn.
Yes, it's true. I really hope... I think this might be the same guy that we've talked to. Yes, this is the same guy that we talked to in the...
Poor Bart.
Oh god, what was it? Goldsmith quest to find that bard. Hey, Bard.
Hi again, Bottle Up.
Let's see. If you're taking the lady, I'll take this guy as well, just because he probably doesn't have a lot to say. I will work for a weaver. No, lass, I'm afraid we've got not the guild for such now. The way I hear of it, House Durandare's rolling in the coin. Make your pitch to one of their guards. Mayhap they'll throw some custom your way. Ask the House Durandare if they're in the market for new blouses. I make a few of them in me spare time. Oh, well, that's fun. I like that. Like, yeah, I like
little
to knit.
sewing circle in Ishgard.
Mm-hmm. I love learning just like little stupid facts about NPCs, even if they never come up. It's just fun.
This guy sews shirts in his spare time. That's fun.
Yeah. Framon sis. I guess you can take this guy, I don't know.
Work? I can't promise you anything, miss. It's above my station. Ah, but one moment. I do remember hearing that Madame Glenda was looking for one with your skills. She's a widow of noble and the most devout soul in Ishgard. I imagine you'll find her in St. Raymonald's Cathedral. It is a comfort to know that a soul as devout as Madame Glenda stays in St. Raymonald's Cathedral for bells and bells, praying for Ishgard. Yes, thoughts and prayers.
Me, I
My
would be out on the
favorite.
town. If I was a widow. Ow.
I mean, grief does things to a person.
Yeah.
I get that.
But, I mean, I can say that, for me at least, grief did not push me towards the church. I can say that much. Hello. Glenda?
Why, yes, I am Glenda. And you're a weaver?
Yes.
Oh, praise Halone. You are the answer to my prayers. Consider yourself hired. It's my daughter, Avril. I am schooling her in weaving, but no matter what I say, she doesn't learn. I have spent moons working with the child to no avail. And she talks like this kid is like a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I had nowhere to turn but to the Fury, and I begged her for a proper tutor. Now, you are here. Even though, you know, Byragot would have been the more sensible choice.
Heresy.
Please.
Or something. I don't know.
Please, go to my daughter. I've told her time and again to stay at home, but she is a most willful child. You'll likely find her idling about near the Ark of the Venerable. She's like to be at the Ark of the Venerable. I don't know where else she might have gone. But she had better not have gone anywhere near the broom.
Well, I can't
Usually I
promise
just
anything.
go to the Athenaeum.
Yeah, I think that's probably the closest. I always think that, like, this has better access to there, but then I remember that there's, like, just a giant fucking cliff there instead.
Yeah,
It's a
the upper level.
weird city.
It's a bullshit architectural layout.
Or I think the biggest
And all
problem
the
with it is just
stairs,
that...
like, good God.
I think the biggest problem with it is just that it's a very vertical city. But, like, this style of map is really bad for, like, displaying verticality. You know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Again, that is the style of dress I want for glamours. That is not the style of dress available at the saucer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm Avril. Did Mother hire you? A pleasure to meet you then.
Hi.
I was just taking a breath of air. It's so delightfully fresh here. Unlike my stuffy old house. Honestly, I can't stand being stuck indoors. It's always been just me and Mother. She lost Father to the war and took comfort in religion. But now she is only ever at the cathedral praying or at home, telling me how to talk, how to dress, how to act. I wanted to be a chirurgeon to the knighthood. I'd even gotten quite good at conjuring. But would Mother allow it? No, it wasn't maidenly enough. Instead, she saddled me with this insufferable weep. No offense.
I think a lot of people would actually argue that being a healer is actually very maidenly. I'm not one of them, but, like, you know...
It's constantly associated with women, yeah.
Yeah, it is the kind of... The archetypal, like, healer is like a girl.
Yes, I know she's worried about losing me, but I ask you, what harm is there in me leaving the house? She's trying to keep me trapped in her little bloody cage for all of my life.
Oh, hey, there she is.
There you are, Avril. Ah, and I see you've met your new weaving instructor. Order anything you wish, my girl. Her work can be something you aspire to. But remember, practice makes perfect. So practice. And I've told you 1,000 times that a maid of your birth shouldn't hang about places like this. You belong at home, alongside your loom and rosary. Is that clear? Yes, Mother.
You know, one thing that I feel like is interesting about our character being a Vieira is this particular form of the patriarchy coming through is probably, like, completely fucking insane to her, given how Vieira society is structured. You know?
Yeah, she'd be more like, I've read about it, but seeing it is just, what the hell?
Yeah, I suppose, like, I mean, in Ruja, as I have written her, would be familiar with the way that this is, because she is, like you said, would have read about it, but, like, other Vieira would be like, what the fuck is happening? I mean, even male Vieira would probably be like, this is weird, dude. Why is this happening? Like, what? Fighting isn't womanly? Have you seen women? Anyway.
Yeah, and she's not even in active combat, you know?
Yeah. Did you read Yes, Mother? I mean,
Yeah.
It's not much, but okay.
You can't spell smother without mother.
That is true.
What am I to do? I can't say no to her. She's sacrificed so much raising me by herself. But I can't live like this forever. So, I'm forced to lie. My needlework isn't so bad in reality, but if she knew that... I've no intention of studying under you, kind as you seem to be. I simply have no need to. And the thing is, if you're good enough to deliberately make it look bad, then yeah, you're good. You're good at what you do. But since Mother already has you on retainer, I suppose I can do with some new clothes. And my skills aren't equal to yours, so when I find an article I can't make myself, I'll be in touch with my order. Until then.
Sounds good. Yippee! Alright. Hi. Tomboy tomfoolery. Avril is pursing her lips in annoyance.
Ah, excellent. I know you were expecting me to have an order for you, but something else has come up. I wonder if you might keep my mother occupied for a spell. I've plans to have tea with my conjurer friends, and Mother won't let me go. She hasn't said anything, of course, but she's hidden my favorite dress. I know what that means. But I am going, and in that dress, too. He'll be there, my first sweetheart. I would just die if he sees me in anything else. I know how this must seem to you, but my point is that I shall need time to search my house, and I've no one else to turn to. Please, keep my mother busy. She'll be where she always is, in the cathedral. Just ask her about religion or something. Let me keep her there for bells.
Oh god, I don't want to talk to an old woman about religion.
Oh, did I forget to tell you where the cathedral is? Just up those steps and around.
Very polite of her, even though realistically we would have had to kind of come from there. But, I mean, she wouldn't necessarily know that, so... I need to clean my inventory out again. It's getting full of shit. Hello, Glenda.
Rusha, you haven't come to pray, have you?
No. Yes, I am one with Halone. No, I'm afraid not.
I thought as much. Has Avril asked you to make even a single garment? Of course not. If only she'd take to weaving and forget this chirurgeon nonsense. You may think me unfair, but my daughter is everything to me, and I cannot. When I lost my husband, I would have lost my mind had it not been for Avril. I won't let the war take her from me, too. There's absolutely no need for her to see battle. And she wouldn't see battle if she's a Garroten. But her so-called friends seem to speak of nothing but fighting. They're little more than maids, but do they act maidenly? Really? Young ladies these days are... Proceeds to get into a several hours long rant about kids today. Oh, dear me, I've talked your ear off. Well, I'd best be getting home now. Thank you, though. If only more of our young were as good listeners as you. And not so corrupted by the theocracy's propaganda about serving in the war and all that shit.
Don't believe
which you
me.
don't bother to address, and...
I do think...
Like, freaking hell, Glenda, the call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, I do think that, certainly, this is probably a decent quest to end the Crafter series on. Just because, like... I think I mentioned this before, but the reason why I wanted to do all of the Crafter, or just all of the, like, the job quests before we finished Heavensward is... because so many of them are so incumbent on the Dragon Song War still being a thing that if you do them after you've beaten base Heavensward, a lot of them just stop making sense, just outright.
Because time bubble.
Yes. Some of that slightly changes in Stormblood, I would say. I think we'll probably do something similar in there, where before we go into, like, the final dungeon or so, we'll probably run around and clean up class quests and stuff, but I think it's a little bit less important in there.
Rusha, I found my dress. It's hardly a splendid evening gown, but Mother never bought me better. I couldn't find the dress gloves, though. Ugh, Mother must have thrown them away. In fairness, I'd used them so much that the fingers had worn through. Could you make me a new pair? I'd like something tasteful that matches my dress. Only rainbow gloves would do it, I should think. As pretty as you can make.
Sure.
Have you finished my holy rainbow gloves? Sorry, I don't mean to rush you. It's just that I'm bursting to see my friends.
There you are, holy rainbow gloves.
I just wish they didn't have to be that color of green. These are absolutely gorgeous, Rusha. The cloth has such a luster, and the stitching is so fine. Why, I feel as though I could dance. They're so wonderful. I never could have made something so splendid. It must be so sublime to bring happiness to people with your handiwork. Oh, and tea! Tea will be all the more wonderful now. I can't wait to see what my childhood sweetheart thinks of these. It's been beastly trying to meet him, you know, because Mother never approved of him being from the broom. But he's the most gentle soul, albeit a bit clumsy. I don't know what he'd do without me. You know what? I can respect that. Love us a failed one. Well, now that I've seen your work with my own two eyes, there are about 100 things I'd like you to make. I will be in touch. After tea, of course.
For lover and country, Averil has a dreamy air to her.
It was absolutely perfect, Rusha. Tea, I mean. My sweetheart was there. He hadn't changed a bit, the clumsy dear. It's just... he's not doing so well. He didn't have the head for conjuries, so he has given it up. Now he means to serve House Durandare as a soldier.
Oh jeez.
But he's just not cut out for it. I realize he has no choice, but his first battle is fast approaching, and I'm worried he won't come back. So I'm going with him. The poor thing needs someone to watch over him. I can't just go to war, though. I'll need to be accepted as a Chirurgian first, and that means getting my conjury up to snuff. I'll need the proper attire, too, if you catch my drift. Firstly, I want a hat. It can't just be a Chirurgian's hat, though. Mother will catch wind of my plans in an instant. No, I'll only get away with this if it looks like something a prim young lady would wear. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's in fashion, let alone what the prim young ladies are wearing. That's where I'd like you to begin. I'm sure the more dapper townsfolk would be happy to tell you about their hats. If you're wondering where the fashionable people go, I think it's the last vigil. I'm sure a couple of them up there can tell you what's in style.
Okay.
Remember, kids, the latest in Ishgardian fashion is traditional Ishgardian fashion.
That doesn't seem correct. I think you were lying to me, actually. The last Vigil. Alright. Hello, well-dressed townsperson.
Oh, cavaliers' hats are all the rage. Knights wore them first, of course, so they lend the wearer an air of chivalry.
Hello, other well-dressed townsperson. Oh, they're all wearing the same hat. What do you know?
What hats are in vogue this season? Cavalier hats. Everyone who's anyone knows that. Could you imagine a Manolane wearing one of those?
Yes. Yes, I can. Sadly.
So stupid and foppish.
Yes, absolutely. Need to take this out, I know, as well. I don't remember what else I need.
Crawler
Hopefully.
silk.
Crawler silk?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd need 3 crawler silk, high quality if memory serves.
I think I have that somewhere in here. We'll find out, I suppose. Let's do thread. I don't know.
Cavalier's hats. Huh. Who would have thought? Well, in any case, that takes care of the form, but what of the function? I suppose we'd want something that lends itself to healing, but I'm not sure what that would entail. Might your guildmaster know something of this? He must have an opinion on the matter. Could you ask him for me?
Alright, sure, I can do that.
A cavalier's hat made specifically for a healer. I wonder if your guildmaster has ever heard of something like that.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, given that about the only thing we make for you that isn't geared towards healing are the Holy Rainbow Gloves, which are crafters' items.
Mm-hmm. Weaver's Guild.
Weaver.
Ooh. Sorry. Fucking with something. Hello. Well, that is a tale I hadn't expected to hear. And this girl wants a hat she can wear as easily about town as into battle. This is tricky. I wouldn't expect civilians to commonly wear cavalier's hats like you're describing. I wonder if Ishgard's taste in fashion stems from her people's warring spirit. Ah, but that's neither here nor there. As to your question, the best fabric for healers is woven of fibers that absorb ether. Suggest using holy rainbow cloth, for it is not only its conductive superb, for not only is its conductivity superb, but it should make for a gorgeous hat. A hat made from the finest holy rainbow cloth. That will be quite the sight to see. It's alright. Sorry. Can you read that bit there?
Not while it's highlighted, I can't.
Sorry.
I'm giddy to see what you and your guildmaster have come up with.
This.
Oh, thank you. It's quite fetching on me, if I do say so myself. And best of all, no one would mistake me for a healer.
Oh.
Oh, fuck, not again. Skin, what in heaven's name?
Thank you, Avril. Pain's all gone. You've a great hand with healing magic, same as ever.
What happened to you? Did you hurt yourself training?
Not quite. I was tired out from running all that running about. I lost me footing on the way down from the hoplon and fell down the stairs.
This man has 0 luck. Rusha, this is Freskin, my friend, who I told you about earlier.
Hi.
Avril, you look that cap you've got on is really something.
Isn't it just? And it's secretly a conjurer's hat. Weaver made it for me, for my practice. This way Mother would never. Oh, fuck. Oh, Oh, gods. My mother! Freskin, you need to go, now! There'll be a bloodbath if she finds you here. Huh. I told you he was clumsy. What in the world would he do without me? Well, when I have need of another favor, I'll let you know. But for now, it's practice, practice, practice. House Durandare takes only the best as chirurgeons. And her mother, who saw everything.
Bum, bum, bum.
In keeping with Ishgardian tradition, emotionally constipated. And incapable of holding a simple fucking conversation.
Spinning the truth. Averil's eyes are shining with glee.
Ruja, I've wonderful tidings. House Durandare accepted me as a chirurgeon. I can Freskin now.
Ooh, nice.
Of course, I've yet to tell Mother, but she's been acting strangely. Why, she asked me to spin a wool donation and told me she needed it last bell. So I worked as fast as I could and just finished it. I hate to ask, but would you be a dear and take it to her? I ought to deliver it myself, but Freskin has been training with his master-at-arms, and I'm worried about him. I'd like to inspect him when he gets back to make sure he's alright. Why would Mother need that donation now? Surely the cathedral can't want for wool.
I'm sure it's fine, probably. Sorry, now I'm just nervous that I don't actually have the thing that I need.
Well, you've got the silk cocoon if you have some effervescent
never mind.
water.
Crawler silk, there it is.
Good, good.
Whew. Jesus.
You? What are you doing here?
I'm here to
Not
deliver
that I'm
this.
not glad for you, dearie, but I was expecting my daughter.
You don't have to lie to me. Here's this wool donation. A spindle of wool spun by aspiring chirurgeon Averil of Ishgard's West Colonnade.
Oh, I had hoped Avril would come herself, but I wasn't expecting her until later. She shouldn't have finished this quickly. Maybe she is improving. Very well, tell her to make a set of monastic robes. If she can't do it, she will not be leaving this house on those ridiculous outings. I will forbid it. She has everything she needs for weaving in her chambers. And don't you dare make the robes for her. If you sew so much as one stitch, I will be able to tell. Bitch,
Okay.
no you wouldn't. Tell my daughter to make a set of fine monastic robes.
I imagine if they come out looking too good, she would blame us for it. Even if Avril did make them.
And I think Avril would try to deliberately make a few stitches crooked just to keep to the bit.
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
Because, like, if you've been going at it this long, then you're not gonna want to give up the game so easily, you know? Freskin's safe, though he managed to bang himself up a bit on the road home, somehow. Now, what of Mother? She wasn't too angry, was she?
You know.
Is that jest? I can't just make monastic robes with a flick of my wrist. It's as if she sensed I'm lying. Why else would she burden me with an impossible task and take my freedom if I fail? Gods, if only you could do it for me. But Mother will notice and then I'll be locked at home forever and ever. I'll just have to roll up my sleeves and do it myself. Where do I begin? Oh, right, that's right. Crawler silk. Ugh, it's impossible to find any of quality in Ishgard. But it's not cheating if you spin me the silk and I make the robe, is it? That's it. I can do this if you could make me 3 spindles, please?
Sure.
Honestly, what is she thinking? I'll show Mother I can do it. I just need crawler silk.
Crawler silk. Silk gathered from crawler cocoons and spun into a thin, lustrous thread.
Interesting. This is from an era before sewing machines.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. This is exactly what I'd expect from you, Risha. God's willing, it shouldn't be too hard to make monastic robes using these materials. I'll get to weaving them now. Wait here, I'd like you to look over my effort. Well, that turned out much better than I expected. All thanks to the crawler silk you spun me, I dare say. Avril, what are you doing loafing about here? I gave you a task. Also, I fucking love the shades of purple these two have on their dress.
Yes, it is very good. A very good shade of purple.
So pretty, both of them. Hello to you too, Mother. Oh, and the robes are finished. What? How? Did Bruta make them for you? Are you passing her work off as your own? Don't lie to me, girl. Why, Mother, you wrong me. She did obtain the materials, but I stitched the robes from collar to hem entirely by myself, thank you. Seams aren't quite even. Very much your handiwork. I'm so happy you're satisfied, Mother. I take it I have your permission to be away from home more often? It's just more pleasant outside, don't you think? Humph! Arrogant girl. You remind me of... Humph!
Who's Humph?
What in the world? Oh, who cares? She didn't say no. I've got all the time I need to practice conjuring now. Thank you again, Risha. I'll call you again for one last request, if that's all right. Just before Freskin and I leave.
All right. One more. Never leave without a goodbye. Averil's face has the grim resolution of one bound for war.
Freskin and I will be bound for the front line soon, and I am ready for it. Well, mostly. I have one last request for you, at least for the time being. Could you create me a garment to wear into battle? Mother doesn't know I'm leaving, and I'm not telling her. It's imperative that my clothing be sufficiently fashionable, lest she grows suspicious of my true plans. Could you speak with the townsfolk again? I would like to blend in with them, so as to make her think I'm off on some social outing. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but you've seen how Mother gets. I don't want her to worry.
I feel like she's going to, regardless, I think.
That's just how mothers are.
It's true.
No matter what I say, she won't understand. I just can't be what she wants me to be. No. The less she knows of my plans, the better. I wonder what the townsfolk will say matches my cavalier's hat.
Back up to the last Vigil. Is it the same two people again? No. Different.
No, this one's in a gazebo.
Dangerous.
My outfit. I'm flattered that you ask. This is my finest Blyad, and I've paired it with my cavalier's hat.
No?
My finest blowed.
Blowed.
You know, like blouse.
Of course, yes.
It does seem to be what everyone is wearing these days. Now I have to run. I'm being chased by a gazebo.
A gazebo has just drooled on me, my dear.
Horrible.
Married woman mooning after the oldest Fortom's son.
Yep.
Another well-dressed townsperson.
Hello.
What to wear with a cavalier's hat? Why, a doublet, of course. But it must match your cap, or you'll look as strange as a goblin with a gooboo's head.
If you say so. Alright. And now, back to Avril. Yes. Hello.
Avril scheming by the fountain.
Yep. Her scheming fountain.
So the townsfolk are wearing gloves and doublets. I'm quite fond of both styles. The doublet will do for me. It reminds me of an old one we've got at home. I always thought it was quite pretty. Perhaps Mother wore it back before she became so dull. If I could use it, I would, but it's not meant for battle. Actually, could you speak with your guild master about that? As with my hat, the doublet will need to serve as armor, too. How do you make a doublet ready for battle, I wonder? I'll be interested to hear what your guild master says.
Just reinforce it. Get some ballistic fiber in there.
Do you really think Ishgard has the technology to make ballistic fiber as of yet? They're barely figuring out guns.
I guess. But if there was anybody who was going to figure out ballistic fiber, it is probably a place that is using a lot of guns. You know?
Well, then that means Garleans would have figured it out first. Because they've been at it longer.
That's true. Excuse me. Good heavens, off to war now, is she? I suppose that is Ishgard's way. It is a pity she means to further deceive her own mother, but I understand her request. She may not return from her battle, and if you must go, go with style. Why, you could say the fabric of Ishgardian life is woven from loss. That is why their art has such beauty. Their lives are as glorious candles, burning twice as bright, but half as long. I dare say that gem will inspire me for some time, Ruja. Ah, but you were here asking about fabrics. We discussed how magic wielders' needs are best served by fibers that absorb ether, yes? Then you have considered where the battle will be fought. Korthus is frigid, and frostbite can kill just as easily as dragonfire. Only the warmest of fabrics will do. Chimerical felt. Chivalric doublet of healing, made of this ought to suit Avril's needs. Chimerical felt is a wondrous fabric. A doublet fashioned out of it will be perfect for the cold with Korthus. Hey, isn't that made from stuff that can only be found in Azizla?
In Azizla?
Buddy?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, it's the same chicanery as the adamantine.
Yeah.
Adamantite.
Still very funny.
Although, you know what I find funny? This is something all the way down in the line in Shadowbringers, but Alice's outfit on the first, and the outfit that Alphino gets, while there is a casting variant, it's pretty much just a slightly modified... Alice's top is a slightly modified version of this doublet, while the one Alphino has is a slightly modified version of a casting top.
Oh yeah, what do you know? It is a really good look, I will say.
And I know that there's a casting variant because I made one to dye Nothica green so that I could match my twins. Oh, my heart's all aflutter. I can't wait to see what you bring me. Or is it that I'm anxious about the battles ahead? Both, maybe? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Well, is it done?
Yes, here you are. Oh, it doesn't even need to be high quality. Whatever.
We do it anyway. It gives us more XP. She's wearing Ishgardian boots. I'm not sure what the pants are, but they don't quite look... Well, anyway. It's stunning! Why, I'll be the belle of the battlefield. Thank you so much. Now there's nothing holding me back.
She basically does just look like pure Alize, essentially. It's a very similar outfit to hers, I feel like. I might be just misremembering, like, what the pants situation are for Alize, but, you know.
Alize wears shorts.
True.
I do wish Mother... No, it is best she doesn't know. Freskin and I will go by way of the Ark of the Sea. Please see us off there. It's bad luck without a soul to leave without a soul to say goodbye.
All right. Ark at a wordy.
Now remember to go to the Aetheryte Plaza rather than the Gates of Judgment.
Yes. There we go. That's what I wanted. Tee-hee. This way. Let's see. And now, we wait.
Thank you for coming, Ruja. When I return, I will be sure to tell you about all of our adventures. But if I don't make it back, tell Mother that I was chasing my dream. That I was happy. Farewell, my friend. Avril! Where are you going, dressed like that?
That is to say, that is to say that we are going to the front.
To the fete! Right, darling? That's why I'm wearing my farn. For the, fete.
I think it would have been funny if she had hit him there. Like, just kind of like stepped on his foot.
Is that so? Well, cancel your plans. The cathedral has need of more monastic robes, and right this very instant. Can't it wait, Mother? I've been dreaming of this party for so long. And your party is more important than the gods' work? Your last robes were so well received, I think you'll need to make 100 sets. You can do it, yes?
Wow.
You want the truth, Mother? I'm a Carosian. I'm leaving for the front lines tonight, with my sweetheart. Please, don't try to stop me. I couldn't bear sitting at home praying for my Freskin safety when I could see to it myself. It's bad luck, you know, to leave without letting me say goodbye. Your raiments gave you away, dear. I know a Chirurgeon's doublet when I see it. I wore one myself. I just hoped you never would. I went to war, too. Your father was so gallant, and I was so in love with him. How could I not go? But I never told him I was with child. He died, not knowing, because I was slow when I needed to be fast. He died. He died because of me. And that guilt destroyed the woman I was. I gave up conjury to raise you. I tried to forget my mistakes through Halone. And then Halone cuffed her upside the head. She was being a goddamn dumbass.
Maybe.
I never wanted you to know war. If keeping you from harm meant keeping you home, so be it. And then I saw you, studying conjury with him. I panicked. Everything I could do to stop you, I tried. And my actions only drove you further towards the battlefield. But that doublet suits you. Back when I was young and sincere and passionate, I'm sure it suited me too. I do remember that desire to do good, to protect the ones I love. Go, Avril. Go with my blessing, but keep him safe, and promise me you'll come back. I promise, Mother, on everything I hold dear. Thank you. And thank you, Rusha. Well, I've got a story to tell Redolent Rose when I get back.
Oh, yeah.
It's fiction.
And of course, the guards
fiction.
do
We made
nothing.
it up. We made this
Not
one
a
up.
nod,
It's
not a salute, not a wave.
Yeah,
I think they were statues.
they're busy, I guess.
Asshole.
Alright. Well, that's that. Let's go check and see if Avril is back at her scheming fountain. And then we'll check in with Redolent Rose, and then that'll be it for today. Thank you for basically doing all of the reading for that one, by the way.
No problem.
I know you said you wanted to do both, but if I had known that it was basically just going to be them permanently, I probably would have said I would take the mom.
Joke's
No
on
offense
you,
to
I
you,
did
of
that
course.
Joke's on you, I did that recently enough, I knew what was happening.
Okay, she's gone. Let's see if her mom's in the cathedral. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Probably not. I think she doesn't show back up until... Actually, I don't know if she shows back up.
I gotta be honest, I think I remember that one, or honestly I don't remember that one very well, but I
think if she does show up again, it'll be post Heavensward.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm kind of middling on that one, honestly, on that quest line. I feel like too much of, like, the story is revealed in the 11th hour, you know?
Yeah.
I've never particularly cared for that with quests. I prefer if the story is kind of sprinkled throughout.
Yeah.
Alright. Rose, how are you, buddy?
Ever since healing your tales of the Holy See, Rusha, my dreams are filled with scenes of nobles riding to war in their splendor. So I have vowed that someday I will see Ishgard. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday.
How are things?
Believe it or not, I received a letter not a few days past from Avril, of all people. By some small miracle, both she and her lover came back safe from the front lines of battle. In fact, Avril has taken to studying conjury from her mother. All's well that ends well, I suppose.
I was actually more asking about you, buddy, but whatever. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Yep, okay.
I love that he trolls you at the start, like, if you so dearly wish to play the part of the neophyte.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of them do that, to be fair, but...
Points at Sprout, neophyte.
Yep. Alright,
Remember,
well, folks...
the word of the day is neophyte. Neophyte means Sprout.
Yes. That's gonna do it for today, folks. Thank you all very much for joining me. Otaku, of course, once again, thank you very much for coming on such short notice. I meant to have, I meant to try and find a guest earlier in the week, but I didn't. So I sent Otaku a text at like 7 a.m. today, like, hey, could you maybe, would you be willing to maybe, you know, just...
And I woke up and saw it, and I was like, ah, yeah, cool, I'm in.
Yes, so once again, thank you very much for doing that for me on such short notice. Hopefully next time I will be more prepared.
It was a holiday weekend. Nobody's on the top of their game after a holiday weekend.
Well, I mean, I didn't get a holiday weekend, so realistically, it should have been different. But regardless, that's not important.
No, here's the thing. When you're working on a holiday weekend, things are just 20% more bullshit on and after the holiday weekend.
Ah, true.
This is my experience with retail.
Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for joining me today. Looking ahead, I will say I'm not 100% certain. I don't think I will be streaming this Sunday because I think that is when I'm going to be doing some repoing with Rav and Nems. I might be also streaming it, but if I'm not, just know that Rav will be live and you can watch him. Otherwise, you'll hear from me. And then I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to do it yet, but I'm thinking this coming Thursday, instead of going back to Sly, which I believe is our next rotation thing, I think probably what I'm going to do, I might do another 14 stream, just because we're so close to the end of that story, and knocking out as much of that as I possibly can before the finale comes is going to be very helpful, especially in doing some scheduling, because I'm going to have Otaku hopefully back on, and Nico as well. Maybe even Piop if they are willing, but we'll see. But yeah, that's all from me for the day. So thank you all very much for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.